61% of pioneers have agreed with the decision that the exchanges that have listed Pi on its platform to delist it. The big question is, will these 8 exchanges actually agree to follow the core team's Pi delisting request? We'll get to that in a bit. As I've already disclosed in my previous video, YouTuber and cryptocurrency specialist BitBoy recently claimed that he has found $208 million worth of cryptocurrency in the Pi network, which is laudable. We'll talk about that as well. As of January 9th on Twitter, roughly about 61% pioneers voted on exchanges delisting Pi, which is in acceptance with the core team's decision. So, speaking of BitBoy claiming he found $208 million worth of Pi currency, we are not sure if the value he is referring to is the value of 2 weeks ago when it was first listed. The only way Pi could have reached its huge claimed value of $208 million is if it has been trading on Atlantis Exchange as of January 1st, at the price of $75,000, which it was back then. I even heard that a guy used Picoin to buy a house somewhere in Nigeria, which to me is unbelievable because on January 9th, 2023, roughly about 61% of the pioneers who participated in the Newsway opinion poll accepted the core team's decision to delist the network's native token, which had been listed on various exchanges. For us to be sure of what pioneers are really thinking concerning the delisting issue, we'll make our own poll here on our Sheriff Network community page, where we all can voice our opinion on the matter. So be sure to check out our YouTube community page to vote. I'll also drop the voting link in the description of this video to make it easier to locate. Yes, fellow pioneers, I welcome you once again to Sheriff Network, and I'd be discussing why exactly is the reason I think pioneers want exchanges who listed Pi to delist it in accordance with the core team's decision. Before we continue, pioneers, I'd like to inform you guys to please ignore the scammers that use my YouTube profile photo to respond comments. Some of them may ask you to contact them via messaging platforms like WhatsApp or Telegram. Just ignore them. Like I would always say, the only method to contact us is through our email address in the video description. Also, don't forget to like and consider subscribing to our channel for the newest update. Without further ado, let's move on. So guys, one of the reasons why pioneers want the exchanges who listed them to delist them is because of unauthorized listings. As we all know that Pi operates in a closed mainnet, which means that third-party contact of any kind is technically impossible. On January 9th, 2023, about 1,142 people participated in the Newsway opinion poll that was on Twitter, and about roughly 61% fellow pioneers supported the decision made by the core team to delist the network's native token and IOU, which has been on the exchanges list. This is really huge. If delisting Pi will ensure its genuity, then I also will support it with my full chest. But even though 61% pioneers supported the delisting of Pi from every exchange it is on, the remaining 39% of them chose to keep the IOU Pi on exchanges. I personally prefer Pi not being on the list, so I can get the actual rate of my coin, unlike when it will be on other exchanges where there will be different kind of price and inflation of the said prices. Well, according to the company, Pi Network is actually planning to upgrade to Open Mainnet, which would have been great since it is currently in process to complete K.Y.C. Pi Network amazingly has about 35 million members who are mining Pi coins, making use of its accessibility on smartphone-based blockchain mining apps. If you guys can remember that, on December 29, Pi released a statement that they are aware of the rumors that a large number of unauthorized exchanges attempted to list Pi or other products relating to Pi as a native coin. Then Pi cleared the air by saying that the coin is not yet ready for trading. So imagine my surprise when I see some individuals claiming that they trade the Pi coin to buy a house or some commodities. The core team's reaction to this claim is spectacular in the sense they wrote on Twitter that Pi Network has no association with any of these exchanges, which are acting without the consent, authority, or involvement of the network. Further, the products being traded on these exchanges are not the real Pi tokens. Well, according to the claim of the 8 exchange platform that listed Pi, that genuine Pi token will be used to redeem the IOU equivalent. So CoinW, Huobi, XT Exchange, and Hotcoin reportedly expressed interest in watching its updates, reviewing the coin, and maybe listing it once the mainnet is up and running, which got them listing Pi on December 29. They have even referred to it as phony and unapproved, and they have cautioned that trading it could result in quite a lot of asset loss. The core team is genuinely opposed to the token being listed. They have even called it fake and unauthorized. Pi coins, however, are not allowed to be listed or purchased in any official capacity at this time. In order to mine them, interested parties need to join the network. Without wasting much of our time, I will be listing out the exchanges that listed Pi on their platform. 1. Huobi. 2. xt.com. 3. Hotcoin. 4. Coin W5. Bitmart. 6. Atlantis. 7. Biconomy. 8. SuperX. Even CoinMarketCap sent a tweet asking for people's opinions in order to gather information on the market, but then deleted the tweet after it became apparent that the core team was against the idea. A number of cryptocurrency exchanges are said to have placed the commodity on their services in preparation for a more favorable market environment for the Pi coin. According to a tweet by crypto journalist Justin Wu, the exchange Huobi, which is owned by Justin's son, is allegedly one of them. The team that was responsible for the project emphasized once more that in its enclosed mainnet state, the network is protected by a firewall, and no third party or exchange can communicate with it unless permitted to do so. But I know that even with the vote and all, some other exchange platforms will still go ahead and list Pi. The recent discovery that Alameda Research Frontran tokens prior to their listings on exchanges was followed quickly by the announcement that some exchanges have listed alleged Pi coins without authorization. I think this actually prompts the decision of the pioneers supporting the core team's decision, continued by emphasizing that there is no formal agreement between Pi Network and Huobi or xt.com, and as a result, neither exchange has the right to formally offer Pi for trading on their platforms. It is important to reiterate that Pi is currently in the enclosed network and is not approved by Pi Network for listing on any exchange or for trading, and Pi Network was not involved with any of these purported postings or listings. Huobi Global and xt.com have listed the Pi Network native token Pi for trade on their respective trading platforms less than 24 hours ago without a formal engagement from the core team. We'll stop here for now. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like and subscribe button down below. Also, if you have any business proposal, kindly check out the email in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.